Well, this discussion over Colin Kaepernick's decision to sit out during the national anthem has become the latest topic to divide the public. And this is the tactic time and time again in dividing the people into smaller and smaller subgroups to where they're all against each other over one thing or another ultimately. This has drawn all kinds of criticism and backing from different people depending on who. And like I said, it's caused a rift. Now, regardless of what side you stand on this issue, if you're one that even seems to care about this issue with him doing this, there's one thing you should make note of, and it is that the police force that secures this stadium in San Francisco, which many times has been picked as being a prime target for an attack if there was to ever be one at a stadium. The officers that work these games come from the Santa Clara police force, most of them. They basically, when they're off duty, they work as a private security force, but they're all drawn from this police department. They're now saying that because of him not wanting to stand up during the anthem and all this other stuff, that they're going to boycott working the games. Now, their first game just so happens to be the first big primetime Monday Night Football game of the season. Will there be security is the question. Some would say, well, there would have to be some level. Yeah, there would be some level. They had to try to round up some private security at the last minute. The NFL says that they will protect their people, but if they're supposed to show up and they don't show up at the last minute and they pull something like that, it's going to be kind of hard to get someone in there last minute, that many people, to work the event. And it just looks like they could be setting this up to where the security is going to be very weak, and it could really be putting all kinds of people at risk. With how they do things, the nature of how they pull off events, you also have to look at if they do back out and there is another private firm hired, who they are. To pay attention to what's going on here with this situation, especially when you have the security of a huge venue basically saying they're not going to show up. It's kind of in the air. So things to think about. I'll leave a link. Continue to update with more as I come across it. Until next time, this has been Dabu7.